Ladies and gentlemen, greetings. Welcome to another installment of Meet Your Food. Today we have a very special show for you because we've gotten out of the studio. We'll leave that behind. We're going to leave all the flash and dash of high technology behind, and we're going into somebody's home. I asked them, they accepted, and here we are. They don't want their identity revealed though, but the big question is always, what kind of relationship do you have with your food? What kind of relationship does the food have with you? Do you know your food? Do you really want to get to know your food? Well, I'll tell you this. Most people don't. They take the food for granted. They don't even talk to it. They don't even ask how you are. I'll show you just how people really relate to their food. I'm in the kitchen. There's a fridge. This is how people usually relate to their food. They go to the fridge and they look around. They go, oh, I want this, I want that, I want that. Okay, you shut up. Yeah, they don't care. Yeah. You don't care. You don't ask them how they are. They've been inside a cold refrigerator for God knows how long. And you don't even bother to stop and ask how they are. Well, we're going to address that question today, very aggressively. And so, I've set up in the living room today's guests. And now this isn't going to be flashy and dashy with fancy cameras and such, because I got to handhold the film. This is a handheld camera. The cameraman in my studio didn't even want to go along with this. They said, we're not getting involved in that. Well, that just shows you how they don't want to know. They want to repress the information. They don't want to know what goes on with food. Do you want to know what goes on with food? Do you want to know what food is really thinking? Do you want to know what the food really needs from you? Do you get your needs met by the food? I bet you do, but you don't even bother to ask what the food needs. Let's ask one of our guests. Chicken. Look at this chicken. Look at this chicken just sitting there. Do you get what you need? Of course not. Here, did you hear that? Do you get what you need from the person who's held you, who's manipulated you, who's kneaded you, who's seasoned you, who's put you in the oven? Do you get what you need? No. You see? Well, thank you for your candor. And I hope this changes. I hope people who are watching this understand that food can be taken completely for granted and become insulted. What do you do when you're insulted? Yeah, you don't give the person what they need. You turn your back on them. Do you want your cooked chicken to turn your back on you? Do you? Do you? Well, thank you for your candor, chicken. Right now, we're going to go on to something that a lot of people just take for granted also. A fresh loaf of sourdough bread. Look at this. Look at this. Wonderful, wonderful, succulent, succulent. I mean succulent sourdough. Did you get what you needed? Okay. That's okay, that's okay. Yeah, you can cry. That's okay, that's okay. You don't have to say anything because just how you're reacting, I hope you can see this. Can you see those tears? Can you see how upset this sourdough is? Well, I hope you can. What? What did you say? Well, that's amazing. I didn't know that. You see, people just take their food for granted and they expect the food to do what they want. Well, it's a little bit of reciprocity here. You got to do what the food wants. You see how misinformed we are? We're already just like 5 minutes into the show, and you can see this great problem looming in front of everybody. Let's go over to this fridge. Yeah, let's go over to this fridge. Hey, guys. How you doing? Yeah, okay. Does anybody want to say what they're thinking? I know I'm kind of assaulting you, just coming down on you, but does anybody here want to say anything? Anybody? Doesn't seem like anybody wants to say anything. How does your owner treat you? Does he take you for granted? Yeah, there you go. Saying thanks, Ginger. Did you hear that? Did you hear what this Ginger said? Say it again. You see? You see how incredibly ignorant we are of this Ginger's needs? This Ginger's needs is not being met. Well, I can't do anything about it because I'm not the owner here. I hope you speak out. Hey, look at this okra. It's just trapped inside this plastic. And has your owner let you out of your plastic yet? No, of course not. Yeah, okay. Is anybody here happy? Oh, you are? What did you say? These sprouts, are you being treated okay? Well, you see, now, the way one food is treated doesn't meet the needs of other food. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, guys, I'm going to let you rest. Thank you, whoever spoke out, for being so candid. Okay. You see the problem we face? Is this incredible or not? All right. Let's go on to a little known or little heard individual that many people just take utterly for granted. Onions and their true companion, garlic. How does your owner treat you? Ignores you, right? Passes you by every... What? Did you hear that? So your owner passes you by every day without saying anything. How many times? Like 100 times? And never even looks at you? And you say, hey, hi, how you doing? And he just goes right on by. Right? Isn't that disgraceful? That is disgraceful. I want you to hear this from me. It's disgraceful. Well, I hope in the future you'll be treated with more kindness, with more sensitivity. You're a very humble thing. You are. I can see garlic and onion. You get along really well. And you rely on each other, don't you? You see, garlic and onion rely on each other for support. Yeah, you can see that. I can see that. So despite all of the grievance you have to bear from your owner, you can help each other. Well, that's great. May the universe bless you. Well, we don't have much time. And I personally am humbled. I want to thank each and every one of you for coming. What was that? You see what I'm saying? I am now at fault. What did you say? Okay, let's take a look. It's my friend arugula. Can you see that? The succulent greens. You see, I ignored you. I'm sorry. I ignored you. And that's my fault. That's my bad. A lot of people just the greens are like trodden on. I mean, how many people step on you before they finally pick you? Huh? Bet quite a lot. The animals, what do they pee on you too? Oh, yeah. You have to put up with so much. Greens have to put up with so damn much. I mean, you get shat on, peed on, beaten up. Yeah, I know. We can edit it out. I know I can't say that on the air. This isn't live, you know. This is a special show that I'm going out in the field to do on my own with Ted. Thanks, Ted, for your input. Jeez. Okay, in this modern age, you can't say shit, piss, fuck. Well, forget about that. Well, I am sorry for your troubles. I am. And hopefully someone is going to get the message. Someone is going to, it's going to occur to them to pay attention to you. I want to hear in the comments section, if this is ever published, what you really think. Did this open your eyes to anything? Did this show illuminate you? This past 10 minutes, have they illuminated anything in you? Okay. Well, I hope, for the sake of the universe, and for the sake of all the food that goes totally ignored, I hope you did hear. I hope you took some lessons. I hope you took it to heart. And so me, Bud Greenfelt, I want to thank you for joining me on this unexpected tour. Me and Ted will be going back to the studio now and see what we can put together from all of this. What? Yeah. This is difficult. This is very difficult. What? Rice? Did you hear that? Okay, what did you say? Say, the brown rice. The brown rice here. Brown rice. What did you say? You think I'm being unreasonable? Can you dig that? You think I'm being unreasonable in my attitudes? And that the owner treats you or ignores you, then that's fine. You see how the owner treats all these other food. And that's okay with you? Well, even amongst the flock, there are those who could learn. Anyway, I'm done for now. Next week, we'll have another special show. That is, if I still have a job. See you then.